It was not a good day for a ride. So what to do? I know. Review the most handy bit of kit I've ever bought for a touring bike. And give you some health tips. Welcome to my review of the SW-Motech Quick Lock EVO City Bag, or as Suzuki rebranded it, the Suzuki Large Tank Bag. Not as flashy as SW-Motech's moniker, but perhaps more pragmatic. And that's why you're here, because you are pragmatic. Warning, after owning a tank bag, despite how they look, you will find it extremely difficult to live without one, and your pragmatic side will trump your aesthetic side. And now a personal health tip. Tip number 1. This tank bag is a tank bag that can actually improve your mood and therefore your health. And I mean to show you how. Keys, wallet, phone, camera gear, passport, sunglasses, earphones, plugs, chargers, maps, water bottle, and even a baseball cap are all locked to the bike when you're riding it. But on your shoulder when you're not. No more faffing around transferring stuff from jacket pockets to backpack. Just unlock and go. It's all here. Reduced fumbling, reduced faffing, reduced fiddling leads to reduced anxiety and promotes personal harmony. Remember? Tip number 1? There you go. The Suzuki V-Strom Large Tank Bag is an official accessory item for use with both the V-Strom 1000 and the V-Strom 650. If you buy the SW-Motech branded bag, you can get it for any bike. Constructed with 1680D ballistic nylon, it is tough. So far there's nothing to report in the gear failure department. Move along, please. It has a standard capacity of 11 litres, but is expandable by turning this zip down here counterclockwise and creating an accordion fashion raised top. It's expandable to 15 litres, though quite how they measure it without pouring milk in there, I don't know. But 11 to 15, there's your 11, there's your 15. The bag has one main compartment, right here. It also has 3 pockets, 2 on the side, 1 at the back facing the rider. The back one facing the rider is perfect for keys, garage door opener, a phone, and if you want, you could put your phone and a pair of earplugs that would come out through this almost pre-made. You just have to finish the hole off and you can get your earplugs out there, though why you would do that in this age of Bluetooth, I'm not sure. The SW-Motech bag comes with a waterproof cover and, if I dig deep, a shoulder harness which would clip on. There are 2 areas for the clips. You can see one right here at the front of the bag and another one right here. And you would literally just take the clips on this, clip it on, and hang it over your shoulder. Alternatively, if you don't like the shoulder side of things, there is a big handle right here at the front that you can hold. You can see I've got a lock running through it. I'll talk more about that in a minute. The bag attaches to the bike via a simple lock ring. You simply, and I'll come around to the front of the bike, pull a tab right here. Pull that, and the bag will unclip and lift off. So the bag is off. You can see the lock ring. This is the same lock ring that I have with my 650. I just ported it across, screwed it down onto the tank, and the bag comes along, unclips, and clips on really easy. Attaching and disconnecting is a cinch. Wiggle it around, find the spot, feel the click, and it's on. That is on. It cannot come off. There are no magnets to reposition every time you take off. No tank scratching. No anxiously leaving it on the bike while you go to the bog because you can't be bothered to reposition the magnets afterwards. Again, which leads me to health tip number 2. Your mum was right. Anxiety leads to constipation. Constipation leads you to be sitting on the potty for longer, giving the foxy one eyeballing your gear more time to facilitate his own smooth move. And given time, they'll move your gear off your bike quicker than you can say, eat more roughage. If you must leave this on the bike, then hide the cord, the one at the front that you pull it off with, and you've got a deterrent. Run a lock through the handle. That'll buy you time. Here's the lock that I run. I literally have a piece of wire here. It's just basically a deterrent I run it through everything I can on the bag just to make it as annoying as possible for those foxy-eyed ones out there who are trying to part me from my stuff. And then I put it on my helmet lock, which is on the front right here. I think you can see that. I would just unlock this and slide these two loops right down on there. This is now doubly secure. It's got the lock, and if I hide the tether underneath there, that will give them a problem trying to get that off. And then, of course, they've got to take this off as well. They're probably going to walk away and find something easier, unless you're constipated. So we've talked about the front pocket, the two side pockets. Not huge, but you can fit things like sunglasses in them on one side, reading glasses on the other, or perhaps a phone, something smaller, all sorts of different things. The bag is not waterproof. Water resistant, yes. Waterproof, no. It comes with this waterproof cover. It's a pain, as you have to cinch it down with two drawstrings, particularly if you have a fairing, as that will promote inflation and wobblage, as I call it, which can become annoying on a long ride. Behind a fairing, there's a low pressure zone. This will inflate and start to wobble around this cover here. Now it is clear topped, and you could, in theory, put a map underneath there, which I've tried, but when it starts to wobble, the map starts to move as well. Pretty hard to read on the fly. Still, it's better than getting everything wet, I suppose. Other negatives? Unfortunately, the map reading case is an added extra that you must purchase. While it clips on nicely, it is $30 or $40. So I decided to use Sailmaker's sewing machine and some clear sail vinyl and stitch mine on. Not something everyone can do, but it increases the water-resistant capacity of the bag and allows me to store a map, a GPS, or even a solar charger under here. My phone is a possibility as well. Inside the case, you have this large area here, some of which is taken up by the mounting. However, it has pockets, all sorts of different pockets on the side here that you can store things in. I've got earplugs on some, I've got connecting lines, I've got a battery. I basically keep my electronics in there. Okay, you can put all sorts of camera gear in here, hats and so on and so forth. With the expansion, you get your water bottle in there. And then there's a little zip pocket in the cover. I keep my Suzuki manual in there, a flashlight, tire inflation gauge, and a few other things that I can use, like an Allen key for adjusting suspension, stuff like that. That's in there, and then there is a Velcro pocket that you could slide other things in as well. Really, really nice. Not only that, you have the capacity to run a power cord. So on the V-Strom, the power outlet is at the front on the dash. You can run it right through this hole here, which you can make. You can choose to make it or not. And then once you've done that, you can connect it and charge things in your bag on the fly. Or as I do, because I stitched on this handy-dandy, very thick vinyl cover, I can run this in and plug it in if I want to my solar charger. And that's it. I hope you like my review of the SW-Motech Quick Lock EVO City Bag, or as Suzuki rebranded, the Suzuki Large Tank Bag. I'll put links to the ring, tank bag and accessory map reading bag below. For $238 Canadian, I wouldn't be without this, and no matter where I'm riding, going to the Dunny, the Bog, the Honeypot, the Potty Palace or the Thunderbox has never been more serene. Happy moves.
Once again, thanks for watching everyone. If this is the first time you've watched, please consider subscribing. I do product reviews, motorcycle reviews, off-road and on-road vlogs, as well as tours. Don't forget to follow me on social media, that's Instagram, Facebook and Twitter, and to like, and especially, I'm begging you here folks, subscribe. This is the BlueMarbleRider, out.